Dear Nigerians, is it incompetence or something else? Let's be honest with ourselves. Look at the crowd. Look at the chaos. If you have been trying to get your PVC lately, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INec, opened the final phase of the Continuous Voter Registration, or the CVR. But instead of a smooth process, it has been an absolute nightmare for Nigerians. People are waking up at 4 a.m., spending their hard-earned transport money, we know even day, and standing on the sun for hours, only to be turned away. And right now, a huge question is exploding across Nigeria's social media. Is this just a typical government bad network, or is INec deliberately frustrating Nigerians to lay the groundwork for rigging the next election? Today, we are diving into a deep read-ground report, a massive portal failures, and why giving up now is exactly what they want you to do. Now, the government's glitches, a convenience or excuse, just like the 2023. Let's start with the technology. We were told the INec CVR portal would make things easy. You pre-register online, then you go to the INec office for biometric. Simple, right? But what is actually happening? Thousands of people are logging on only to face permanent loading screens, server timeouts, and error codes. Even worse, some citizens who already registered and voted in the past elections are checking their status online, only to find a voter record not found message. How does a valid voter just vanish from the database that cost billions of naira to build? When you ask, the answer is always the same. It's a network glitch. But Nigerians are starting to see these tech issues as a highly convenient excuse. Think about it. If you make the online portal unusable, you force millions of tech-savvy youths into physical lines. If those lines becomes unbearable, people get tired. They go home and they don't get to vote. In a country where data security is already under fire, a broken system looks less like an accident and more like a strategy to suppress your voice. Now, this is the ground reality, the physical suppression. If you abandon the broken website and go to a local government INec office, the situation is even more suspicious. Reports from major hubs like Lagos and Enugu show the exact same pattern. Hundreds of citizens packed outside under the sun, while the machines inside are suddenly down. Officials are telling people that they can only capture 30 or 50 people per day because of server downtime. Think about it and think about the math. If a local government has tens of thousands of unregistered residents and the commission only captures 40 people a day, it is statistically impossible for the population to get registered before the deadline. Now, this is where the rigging theory gets hard to ignore. By keeping the registration numbers artificially low in a highly populated area, you effectively shrink voter pool. If the people who want change cannot even get the card required to step into the polling booths, the election is already being steered in a specific direction before a single ballot is even cast. Of course, you and I know. You see, the July 10 trap, and that brings us to the trap, the timeline. INec has made it clear that this final phase of voter registration closes on July 10. There are no signs of extensions. Once July 10 hits, machines are packed, away, and the voter register is completely sealed. Let's look at who is being locked out. This frustration to make people give up. The youths. Millions who just turned 18 and are desperate for a functional country. The relocated citizens who move to a new state or cities and desperately need polling units transfer so they can vote near their new homes. The disenfranchised. Anyone whose card was lost, damaged, or mysteriously wiped from the system, or maybe chased away by bandits or terrorists. Setting a tight deadline while running a deeply flawed system feels like a countdown clock designed to lock you and I out. They are counting on your fatigue. They are betting that your frustration will turn into apathy. My message is, don't give up. Don't give them an easy victory. But here is the twist. If the system is being broken on purpose to frustrate you, then walking away is giving them exactly what they want. If you stay home because the line is too long, or because the officials told you the network is down, you're handing them an easy victory on a silver platter. This is no longer just about getting a piece of plastic. This is an act of resistance. If the server is down on Monday, you have to find a way to go back on Tuesday. Go in groups, mobilize your friends and neighbors, bring your water, bring your patients, and treat that INec registration center like a battleground for your future. Do not leave until your data is captured and your receipt is in your hand. Because this country, Nigeria, belongs to you and I. Your PVC is the one weapon they cannot control if it is in your hands. That is exactly why the process to get it feels like a hurdle race. Though that's not the way it's supposed to be. They want you to believe your vote won't count. So you might as well save yourself the stress. Do not fall for it. The deadline is July 10. Go to the INec portal, keep trying the pre-registration, and show up at the local government offices. Let's flood the comment section. What has your experience been at your own local INec office? Are you facing the same network issues? Let's expose what is happening across the country. Share this video to wake people up and hit the subscribe button. Don't let them silence you. See you in the next video. Cheers and have a wonderful life. Bye. Be strong.